Hallo meine liebe Studentinnen und Freunde, wie geht es euch? Herzlich willkommen to the German Mentor. My name is Jatinder Singh and today I will tell you the top 70 German Akkusativ verbs, and this video is for absolute beginners who are learning German language at the beginning level. Watch the complete video, give your comments, your feedback, like, comment, share, and do not forget to subscribe the channel by pressing the bell icon, and you will get the notification from my side of all the upcoming videos. Let's start. Los geht's! 70 German Akkusativ verbs for beginners. So I will explain you these verbs one by one with their meanings, with examples, so that you can also know the concept of accusative case in detail. So let's start the main session. The first one. Now the verbs which relates to household and daily routines. Okay, so I will explain you some verbs in this situation. The verbs relates to household and daily routine. Nummer 9. Here comes the first verb, öffnen. It means to open. Zum Beispiel, öffnet die Tür. The next verb, putzen. It means to clean. Ich putze das Auto. Schließen, to close. Sie schließt das Fenster. The next one, haben, to have. Ich habe ein Buch. So haben is a very common verb which comes at the very beginning stage of German language. And the next one, tragen, it means to carry. Trägt die Tasche. Now I explain the grammar part of accusative case. So in accusative sentence there are three elements. The first one is subject, then verb, and then comes a direct object. So direct object I have written here in the separate color, so you can identify which one is subject, the verb, and the object. In all these examples, these are the direct objects in these examples. Okay, so the grammar concept is same throughout the session. Okay, now we go further and see the next verb, kaufen, which means to buy. Das Kind kauft ein Brot. Das Kind ist a subject, kauft the verb, and direct object ein Brot. So you must know how to conjugate a particular verb with the subject, right? The next one, waschen, it means to wash. Sie wäscht den Mantel. Benutzen, to use. Wir benutzen den Computer. Räumen, it means to clean up. Ich räume das Zimmer. And the last one, nehmen, it means to take. Nimmt die Hilfe. So here in these examples the same grammar concept is there. One subject, the verb which gets conjugate as per the subjects, and the direct object in separate color. Okay, so these are the first 10 verbs which comes under the daily routine and household activities. Now we go further and see Nummer 2, the verbs which relates to food and cooking. Zum Beispiel, the first one, essen, very easy, to eat. Mein Sohn isst die Pizza. Trinken, it means to drink. Das Kind trinkt die Milch. Bestellen, it means to order. Sie bestellt einen Kaffee. Kochen, to cook. Die Tante kocht die Suppe. The next one, schneiden, it means to cut. Der Koch schneidet das Gemüse. So the same grammar concept is here. The subject, verb, and the direct object in separate color. The next slide, the next verb, nehmen, to take. Nimmt das Besteck. Probieren, it means to try. Wir probieren den Kuchen. Bevorzugen, it means to prefer. Ich bevorzuge das Fleisch. Würzen, to season. Der Koch würzt das Essen. Bezahlen, it means to pay. Ich bezahle die Rechnung. So these examples were of second category. Now we go further and see what is the next category. The verbs which relates to shopping, the shopping theme. Nummer 1, the first one, kaufen, it means to buy. Anna kauft ein T-Shirt. Bezahlen, it means to pay. Sie bezahlt die Schuhe. Verkaufen, to sell, very easy. Verkauft sein Auto. In this example I have used a possessive article, but it is a direct object. You can also make such sentences with possessive articles as well. Bestellen, it means to order. Wir bestellen den Laptop. Zurückgeben, it means to return. Ich gebe den Pullover zurück. So friends, zurückgeben is a trennbaren verb, a separable verb, and you know that in separable verb we separate the prefix and put it at the end of the phrase. It is a German grammar rule. Okay, you must know that. So zurückgeben means to return. Now we go further and see the other verbs. Besitzen, it means to own, when you have something own. Besitzt ein Auto. Wechseln, to change. Sie wechselt das Geld. Prüfen, to check. Der Verkäufer prüft die Rechnung. The next one, empfangen, means to receive. Ich empfange das Paket. And the last verb of the third category is zeigen, which means to show. Der Verkäufer zeigt das Produkt. So these examples were of third category. Now we go further and see what is the next category. Number 4, the verbs which relates to travel and transportation. So Beispiel Nummer 1, buchen, it means to book. Ich buche das Ticket. Verlieren, to lose. Verliert den Pass. Finden, to find. Wir finden das Hotel. Holen, to fetch. Ich hole den Koffer. The next one, nehmen, it means to take. Sie nimmt den Zug. So these verbs having the same grammar pattern, the subject, verb and one direct object. Now we go further and see the next verb. Mieten, it means to rent. Mietet das Auto. Reservieren, to reserve. Wir reservieren einen Tisch. Fotografieren, to photograph. Sie fotografiert die Sehenswürdigkeit. The next verb, which is suchen, to search. Ich suche die Straße. And the last one, packen, to pack. Packt den Koffer. So these are the random verbs in the fourth category. Now we see the next category, Nummer 5, the verbs which relates to learning and education. Nummer 1, lernen, to learn. Ich lerne Deutsch. Lesen, to read. Sie liest das Buch. Schreiben, to write. Schreibt einen Brief. Üben, to practice. Wir üben die Grammatik. The next one, verstehen, it means to understand. Ich verstehe die Aufgabe. The next one, suchen, to search. Sucht die Lösung. Fragen, to ask. Ich frage den Lehrer. Erklären, to explain. Der Lehrer erklärt die Regeln. The next one, wiederholen, to repeat. Wir wiederholen die Wörter. And the last verb of the fifth category, beschreiben, it means to describe. Sie beschreibt das Bild. So here we have completed the 5 categories altogether. Now we go further and see what is the next category. Number 6, the verbs which relates to communication and relationship. Zum Beispiel Nummer 1, lieben, to love. Ich liebe meinen Freund. Grüßen, to greet. Wir grüßen die Nachbarn. Einladen, to invite. Lädt die Familie ein. Einladen is also a separable verb. So as I just explained you earlier that you have to separate the prefix and put it at the end of the phrase. So the same I have done in this example. Erkennen, to annoy. Ich erkehre den Kollegen. Kennen means to know. Sie kennt den Mann. The next one, rufen, to call. Sie ruft den Hund. Treffen, to meet. Wir treffen die Freunde. Hören, it means to hear. Ich höre die Musik. The next one, verlassen, to leave. Verlässt die Wohnung. And the last verb of the 6th category, fragen, to ask. Ich frage den Lehrer. I hope that you have understood all these categories and all these verbs very easily. Now comes to the next category, Nummer 7. The verbs relates to physical activity and health. Nummer 1, bewegen, to move. Bewegt den Arm. Trainieren, to train. Ich trainiere die Muskeln. Tragen, which means to carry. Ich trage die Einkaufstasche. Behandeln, to treat. Der Arzt behandelt den Patienten. Massieren, to massage. Sie massiert den Rücken. Next one, wiegen, it means to weigh. Der Arzt wiegt das Kind. Nehmen, to take. Ich nehme die Tabletten. Operieren, to operate. Der Arzt operiert den Patienten. Prüfen, to check. Der Arzt prüft den Blutdruck. And friends, now we see the last verb of the last category, which is versorgen, to care for. Die Mutter versorgt den Sohn. So dear students, these were those 70 accusative verbs which you can learn as a beginner. In fact, anyone can learn these verbs. I hope that you have understood the accusative German grammar concept. You require one subject, one verb and one direct object. And friends, at the last of the session, I will give you some tips how you recognize the German accusative verbs. If the verb answers the question wen, it means to whom, or was, which means what, it requires an accusative object. Beispiele, zum Beispiel. Ich liebe meine Schwester. Whom do I love? I love my sister. So there is a person, wen, to whom. Ich is the subject, lieben is a verb which I conjugate with the subject, and meine Schwester is a direct object in this situation. Whom do I love? This is for person. Second example, die Eltern besuchen die Kinder. Whom they visit? They are visiting their children. So die Eltern is the subject, besuchen is a verb in the infinitive form because die Eltern are plural and die Kinder is a direct object, right? So friend, this is very easy to understand. When you talk about whom for a person, then you use a accusative case. And similarly for things, zum Beispiel, kauft einen Laptop. What does he buy? He is buying a laptop. So the subject who, what he is doing, he is purchasing, and what? Einen Laptop. So this is also used for the things. So accusative object can also be a thing. Okay. The next one, wir sehen den Film. What do we see? We are watching the film. So wir is the subject, sehen is a verb, and den Film is a direct object, which is a thing. So these are those tips which helps you to recognize the accusative verbs. Now I share a bonus tip with you. If you learn accusative verbs thematically, it's easier to memorize them and use them daily conversations. And at the last, very important tip for you as a learner. Always learn the new verbs with their Hilfsverb, sein und haben, and also in the past forms, Präteritum and perfect. So friends, all the examples which you have seen and understood throughout the session, you can also make their Präteritum and perfect forms. You can watch the video once again if you have the problem, or send me the messages. I'm always available for you to revert. And at the end of the session, I would like to say thanks to watch this video till end. Like, comment, share and subscribe, share with others, recommend to others. My name is Jatinder Singh. This is my number. If you're interested to learn German language, you can contact me anytime. Now I will meet you in the next grammar video very soon. Till then, take care of yourself. Learn German only on the German Mentor. Wir treffen uns sehr bald. Einen schönen Tag noch. Tschüss. Auf Wiedersehen.